Welcome to the Business Women Australia podcast show, the podcast that brings together industry leaders to discuss the latest trends, insights, and strategies. So sit back and relax. Let's get inspired by the amazing women who are shaping the future of professional women in Australia. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Welcome everyone to the Business Women Australia podcast show. My name is Leanne Jeffrey. I'm the coordinator for Business Women Australia, and today I have a special guest. And she's not someone who's new to Business Women Australia. We've had her for a while now and done a lot of great in-person events. And this is the first time I've had the chance to interview you on a podcast. So I'm really excited. My guest today is a partner at LG Accounting Solutions, where she joined in 2013 as a graduate accountant. Her expertise covers self-managed super funds. She oversees the LG Accounting Solutions Superannuation team, and she's done that for the past 7 years. Please correct me if I'm wrong in any of this. And Stacey actually really loves to support primary producers and has a passion for estate and succession planning. She supports small business owners, which we know very well here at BWA, and believes that collaborative efforts lead to mutual success and growth through strengthened client relationships. Welcome, Stacey.
Thank you so much for having me and for that amazing introduction. When I hear it all listed out like that, I go, oh goodness, I do so much, but I love what I do and I enjoy helping people.
And I love the fact that we always hear what we do through someone else. You know, you're not just a partner, you have quite a breadth and depth of knowledge that and I love that you love to share it with everyone else as well. And today we're going to be talking about your journey. So how you've actually gone from being a graduate accountant now to a partner, and you've done it all within the same company, which we don't get to hear a lot of. So it's great to hear about the support that you've experienced and the growth that you've managed to have with LG Accounting Solutions.
That's right. So I started with LG Accounting Solutions in 2013, and the culture and environment that we foster here has allowed me to grow. It supported me to do so many different things that graduate accountants or just accountants in general don't normally get to do within the type of boutique accounting structure of most firms. So I'm incredibly lucky to have been supported on my journey to go from basically a baby grad right through to a partner in just the space of basically just over 10 years, which is amazing.
I was going to say, sorry, but not to forget, along with that as well, you've also had the support. You know, a lot of people I've heard when they've had children, because, you know, you've had your baby through that as well, which has gone into the mix of things, and to still have that amazing support and the culture in any firm is huge. And so I guess until you go through it, it's an undervalued thing to have in company culture as well.
Absolutely. I was incredibly spoiled. I honestly kind of rocked up to telling then partner Natasha and Lou at the time as a senior accountant going, I'm like to go through IVF. So I'm currently going through IVF. I want to have a family. I'm going to have a baby. And I expected kind of all this pushback on just, oh, what are we going to do when you go on maternity leave? And, you know, what do you work? And kind of have it all pushed back on me. And instead, I just basically got this love and support of going, that's amazing. We're so proud of you that you're starting a family. We're so excited to support you on this. What do you need?
You know, and that's the thing is you can worry about always who you're going to lose and how you're going to cover them, but it's the fact that the focus is on how can we support you, how can we, you know, help you with that journey. It does turn into a real family.
It does. So I was very nervous having that conversation, but I was just so lucky, and I want to replicate that culture with all of our team members here to make sure that no matter what they're going through in their lives, they are supported and nurtured to succeed here inside our business as well as outside of it.
So with going on to that, who do you think, obviously there's a lot to cover, but who are the key people, do you think, that helped you get to where you are today?
So I'm incredibly lucky that I was mentored by Natasha, and Natasha was also a BWA member. I think I kind of stole her spot a little bit. But she was the partner when I came on board as a graduate, and I was assigned to work directly under Natasha from day one. So she basically trained me the whole way through. But because of that, she really gave me that mentorship, and she had traveled the path before me. So she really kind of laid that foundation of, here's things you need to know. Here's how you interact with clients. Here's what you need to do to grow your career. So having that mentorship was able to fast track me. If I didn't have someone's footsteps to follow, I think it would be a harder journey than the one that I've had.
And that's, we talk about succession planning, and, a lot of the time it does go right through business. As people grow and change, it's like, well, how can we help them light their path?
Exactly. And we have a very clear pathway to succession here, but that's only been developed in the last few years. So I think having Natasha kind of spot something in me from day one and help nurture that was really special.
And what does it take to get from being a baby grad up into a partner in 10 years?
There's a couple of different things that I credit to my success. Obviously, the mentorship has played a huge role, but I think it's also the self-development and the investment that I've made in myself. So when I graduated from Murdoch University, at the time, it was when accounting was quite popular. So there were a lot of graduates at the time and not a lot of graduate positions. So after going to heaps of kind of interviews and second interviews and just not landing a job, I thought, I've got to do something different. So I joked that I bribed my way into LG Accounting Solutions with cupcakes, because I literally rocked up to my interview with a full tray of home-baked cupcakes with everybody's name labelled on them to show that I can do something different. And I've taken that with me through my entire career of basically just doing something different. So at any point, if they go, we have a project, client needs help with something that's a bit outside the ball, can anybody do this? I've immediately done, yeah, sure, I'll do it. Gone back to my desk and gone, oh my God, what have I gotten myself into? But it's putting yourself out there and staying outside of your comfort zone to continually learn, to continually grow, to keep doing new things. And I've always invested in my education. So I jumped on my CA program as quickly as I could. I do a lot of external training, reading, and just exposing myself to business in general and lots of different things.
And it's a little bit of that old adage where they say yes and make it happen.
Exactly.
And, you can go off and have the anxiety attack about how you're going to do it later.
That's it. It's throw yourself in there first, figure it out afterwards.
Because you don't know what you can do until you put your hat in that ring.
Exactly. And having a supportive environment as well, they're not going to let you fail. So they'll give you the support and the tools and the environment to succeed. And I think that's also important.
Look, in all fairness, if you bribed me with cupcakes, I would support you as much as I possibly could as well.
It's amazing what baked goods can do.
Way to everyone's heart. So what do you think? We've got a lot of new graduates coming up, and they're coming through the ranks, and they do have that position of so many graduates, only so many positions. What advice would you get to the current graduates and the aspiring graduates to come?
Show me a point of difference. I want a person who can critically think, who has career growth and potential. I don't want someone who can just do financial statements and tax returns. I want someone who actually is invested in their own growth. I can teach anybody to do a set of financial statements and tax returns. Learning the nuts and bolts isn't that difficult. It's the critical thinking that comes afterwards. So as a graduate, you're not going to have all those skills and experience, but at least demonstrating a willingness to be a part of it and to help people and to care and to have those skills, that's what's going to set you apart.
And just out of the left ball question, how would people show their critical thinking? Because a lot of people do go into it thinking, oh, it is just numbers and it's just tax returns and this is what I need to know. How would they show that?
accounting is just so much more than numbers on a page. It's really supporting business in terms of everything from strategy to legal aspects and everything in between. So showing critical thinking, it really starts in the interview. And for us, the interview process is culture first, skills second. So it's showing you can have a conversation, showing an understanding of business. So if I ask questions like, what was your last job? It's not just saying, oh, I worked at McDonald's. It was, I operated the point of sale system at McDonald's, and I understood that for my charge out rate, which is what I get paid, then I had to generate a certain amount of income to cover my wages. So it's just kind of applying those accounting skills to just everyday life. Or if I go, how do you manage your finances at home? Well, I've got a budget, and I set a budget for myself. So that's just, you don't need to have done it for a business. Just doing a personal budget shows that you've got that thinking and analytical skills to go, this is what I'm spending, this is what I'm earning, and I need to make the two match.
And I think a lot of people don't realise, and this is something from someone from the outside in, that they don't understand when it comes to having especially a really good accountant, is there are numbers, there are results, but the understanding of the personal aspect, like I know that you'll get small businesses come in, go, oh my God, I've just gotten this tax bill, I'm freaking out, I don't know what to do. And I've seen it where you bring out that empathy and that understanding before the technical side even takes place.
Exactly. It's that relationship building that's so important, and the support aspect of what we offer. So it's taking a problem and going, look, this seems really big to you, but it is all okay. We do deal with this. We can help. Here's how we can break it up into small manageable chunks.
So with coming in through the ranks within the 10 years, what do you think would be the key drivers to your success?
Key drivers are say yes, take every opportunity. So you only get out what you put in. So if you put your hand up, if you throw yourself into each experience, you're going to get so much out of it. I do find a little bit with some of the new generation coming through, they're waiting to be told what to do, whereas I prefer to ask for forgiveness than permission. So
yes,
if you give something a go, you're going to get so much more reward out of it than just doing what you're told. So yeah, it's going to be so much better.
And that's the thing, is like a lot of people do get scared to have a go in case they do something wrong. But I know even at 46, I'm still learning.
There is nothing that you do that can't be undone. And with most accounting firms, same with lawyers and any other professional services, it goes through a level of review before it gets to a client. So I'd much rather fix mistakes than start from square one.
That is probably one of the best ways to put it that I've heard. You
get to learn through doing and trying. You learn so much more than someone telling you what to do.
Oh, and absolutely. Hands-on all the time.
That's it. And you never learn so much as when you actually teach somebody as well. So, our graduates even have the opportunity to teach because you learn better when you teach.
Absolutely. It's that pathway to success that makes all the difference. It's, and by passing on the knowledge, I always say that you shining bright puts light onto someone else's path. It gives them permission to shine bright too.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's always nice to say, you can do it because I've done it.
Exactly. So if you could do it again, what would you do differently?
So some of the things that I would do differently is probably specialize a little bit more earlier on. They have the saying, jack of all trades, master of none. And I definitely kind of got myself into that position where I could do a little bit of everything, but not a lot of one thing. And then I would struggle with some of the more technical aspects because I kind of opened myself up too wide that I could do a little bit of everything, but then I didn't have some of the deeper knowledge in some of the core basics that I did really need. So then I had to kind of come back and build those foundations back up. So I think specializing a little bit earlier and making sure you do have those core foundations is important, as well as kind of having that breadth of knowledge. So I must admit, I did miss that kind of foundation bit earlier on and I had to come back and build it up. It would have been a lot easier had I kind of focused on that first.
How did you come around to finding your specialty? Because I think a lot of people go into it and they go, oh, shiny object, shiny object, shiny object all around. How did you narrow your focus to where you're going to direct it to?
I was very that kind of moved from shiny object to shiny object. And because I think that is actually the way to do it, is experience all the different aspects that you have of an accounting role and seeing where you click and where you fit in. So I really enjoy superannuation. I also enjoy wills and estate planning. It's not easy to have conversations with clients when you're talking about when you die and what happens. So some people won't do that at all because they can't have those conversations. I like to look at it as more of we're giving peace of mind and support and clarity. And so that resonates with me and who I am as a person, whereas other people find it very difficult to have those conversations. So it's exploring all the different aspects and seeing what resonates with you.
And on that note, what about today? What do you see Stacey doing now that she's gone to partner? Where's Stacey moving on from here?
So my role at LG Accounting Solutions is I'm the HR representative. I'm responsible for the team and their growth and their mentorship. So really, apart from having LG succeed as the awesome accounting firm that we are and continue to grow, I want to mentor the team that are here with me so that they can succeed too. I really want to impart on them kind of the gifts that I got through working here with the experience and the training and the support that I got. I really want to pay that forward and ensure that my team can succeed in the same way that I did.
Love that so much. And while we're on the podcast, I just want to point out, because we do talk about, superannuation and small businesses, but LG Accounting does cover quite a breadth of accounting solutions. Before we go off, just so in case anybody's curious, what else does LG Accounting cover? You've got this much space to try and describe it.
Oh my goodness. We like to call ourselves the trusted advisor in business. So essentially anything business related we will do, from legal structure reviews, helping business management, CFO services, HR services, procedure, process and design for business. Anything to do with business, we will do it. And if we can't do it directly, we'll be the intermediary between you and a financial planner or a bank or a lawyer to make sure that the services that you are getting from those are fit for purpose for what you need.
Beautiful and well put together in a short amount of time. Yes. Now, like I said today, LG Accounting Solutions has had a website update that I've noticed as well. And it's looking rather special, I think. So please go have a look. And if people want to be able to find you, Stacey, how are they going to find you to talk to you?
So if they do go to our website, there is a contact me form. And if the links aren't yet live on the website, they are coming very shortly, where you will be able to actually book a meeting directly with me to have kind of a discovery meeting to see how we can help and support and inspire you. And how we can help solve your problems. So yeah, there's heaps of different ways. Feel free to email me at stacey@lgas.com.au. Visit our website, www.lgas.com.au, or search for LG Accounting Solutions on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram.
And I'm going to add one more in there, because you are on our profile for the Business Women Australia website as well, where we'll also be posting this podcast for anybody who needs to catch up. On that note, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much.
I always love our chats. They're a bit few and far between leading up to Christmas.
It's going to get real busy coming up to Christmas, so there'll be lots of times for chats and catch-ups and events, which is wonderful for this time of year.
And for those who are listening live, we will be having a podcast, I believe, in the new year on small business startups, off the top of my head without looking at my notes. We'll be having that, and we'll be having an event at LGAS coming up as well too.
Correct. So there's an event in March, and I'm also co-hosting an event with a wonderful trademark lawyer in February as well.
There's a lot coming up on the calendar. Thanks again for joining me, Stacey.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed it immensely.
Bye, everyone. You have been listening to the Business Women Australia podcast show. We hope you've enjoyed today's episode and gained some valuable insights to empower you on your journey. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to stay updated in our latest episodes. And if you're not already a member of Business Women Australia, what are you waiting for? Head to our website today and join so that you can connect with a thriving community of inspiring women across Australia. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next episode.